Before we get into today's video, I just have one question. What the Today is Sunday, January 19th. TikTok has been banned. LA is on fire. Am I missing anything? Oh yeah, tomorrow. Book club is on pause because fuck AI. And so after the Fable AI scandal, we need to find an alternative. What else? What else has been going on? I have been in my crafting era. So today that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be crafting because historically craft is a huge tool of resistance. Throughout the 60s and 70s, feminist movements embraced quote-unquote women's work as a form of feminist expression, challenging the devaluation of domestic skills such as sewing, knitting, and embroidery. Crafting was reclaimed as a means of empowerment, with women using it to create art that celebrated the female experience, connected women through their shared experiences, and challenged traditional gender roles. Today, I am putting my feelings into felt embroidery. I am embroidering a patchwork felt piece. Right now I'm piecing the pieces together, and then I have to piece those pieces together. So it's a work in progress. I've been working on it since last night. Yeah, I'm gonna get cozy. It's freezing in my apartment, 50 degrees. I have a cup of coffee. This is my third of the day. Yay! Also, I don't know what I'm gonna edit on. It's like The Land Before Time. I'm gonna have to go back to iMovie. That's nauseating because CapCut has also been banned. So I don't really know what's going on because we paid for that. We paid for it and now we no longer have access to it. Yay! Let's get cozy. Let's get comfy. Oh god, I just got a Substack notification that says, first of all, I'm an intellectual now. Instead of waking up and scrolling on TikTok, which I couldn't do this morning, which was a smack in the face, a harsh reality, a bitter pill to swallow, I woke up and scrolled on Substack. So this image just popped up and it says, welcome back. Thanks for your patience and support. As a result of President Trump's efforts, TikTok is back in the US. You can continue to create, share, and discover all the things you love on TikTok. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be doing that. I don't know if I'd like to participate. Anyway, we're getting distracted. We will continue working on my piece. The colors are going to be a jump scare. But just, you know me, you know what I'm about. So stay with me. Be patient. Be patient, okay? Because I'm trying to get this done by tomorrow. This is how I'm working through my anger at the current political state of the world. So this is going to take me all day probably. So let's get into it. Thanks for joining. Let's craft. Breaking news. I've started my period. So that is just the fucking cherry on top. Okay, I'm getting back to it. Love you. The craft is going really well. So I've relocated to the floor so I could have some floor time, garden, you know, and really just like get back to my roots. Yeah, check in with you later. It's January 20th. We have made it to this awful day. We did it, Joe. We made it to the end of democracy. Thankfully, I have therapy in 5 minutes. Just got out of therapy. Since I can't afford an extra therapy session for the day, we are going to craft. I did continue working on my project last night. I am going to also do that today. I'm still learning, and I didn't necessarily provide any seam allowance for myself. Everything is a bit wonky. Okay, we're not going to talk about how messy my apartment is. No, we're not. I've been doing this for just over 2 hours. 3 pieces left to add. This will be my first time embroidering letters. Every time I take up a new craft, I'm like tearing it apart, redoing it a million times because it's just, that's on learning. I have been watching some podcasts and some video essays, but I think I'm like tapped out right now. I'm either listening to people talk on podcasts in just complete brain rot, which is like fun to an extent, but I'm starting to feel like I don't have anything left in my head. So I hope that I don't run out of thread. Okay, hello, girly pops. I finished piecing my piece together. Okay, so I did run out of thread before I could do the border around the edges, but I was thinking I might want to put like a backing on it. And obviously, like, I need to trim the edges and stuff, so that's fine, because I can always go and get more thread for that. This is the color I'm going to use for the letters. I'll probably run out of this as well. This is like an off-white, so I'm gonna have to make a Joann's run this week, which isn't really the end of the world. I also want to put buttons on it at some point. I'm not sure what part of the process that will be. This really is just like my shit piece. This is what I'm putting all of my emotions into. I don't want to know how many hours of footage I have. It's probably close to 10. Okay, talk to you soon. Hello, girly pops. It's a Monday. It's a me, Luigi. It's Monday, January 27th. Hey, it's been a few days since I last checked in. I've been slowly chipping away at my project. I have been suffering through a chronic pain flare-up over the last 4-5 days. So I have not been able to do as much as I originally would have wanted to do, but you know what? That's okay. Day by day, hour by hour, we're getting through it. So I am feeling a little bit better today. So let's keep chipping away. I did, for the most part, finish my embroidery project yesterday. This is what it looks like. It's ugly. No, it's not. I mean, it's not great, but this is what it looks like. And at first I was like, I just want to have this, like, I was going to hang it up on my wall or something. But now I've been thinking, why not make it a throw pillow? Why not make it something I can use? And I could definitely use a throw pillow on my couch. Yay. We're going to try and do that. I have not used my sewing machine in so long, so we may have to resort to hand sewing an entire pillow. I thought I was going to be done with this in 3 days. No. This took me so long. I have put so many hours into this, which is great. I mean, it's wonderful. This did take me a lot longer than I expected it to, because I could not figure out how to embroider the letters. I tore it out, ripped it apart so many times, which is why it looks like a shaggy, fuzzy mess, before I like finally got into the flow of doing the letters. You know, it's hard to embroider those curves, but I figured it out. And you know, for my first embroidery letter kind of piece, I think she turned out cute, but I think I want to add some decorative elements to make it stand out more. But I also would like to get started on the materials for my pillow. So I think I'm going to do all of like the cuts that I need to do now, do all of the math, and then sew it together. But maybe I'll add some buttons. I don't know. It could be fun. I've made a pillow before. You're probably thinking, wow, this is ballsy for someone who's never made a pillow. I made this pillow. I took a class at Michael's or Joann's. It was probably Joann's many years ago with my family, with my mom and my sister, and we made pillows. It is the comfiest pillow. The pillow insert I have is fabulous. She's so comfy. However, it's not going to be that big. It's also going to be slightly different because instead of using a pillow insert, I'm using polyfill because that's what I have. And we're going to use the materials that we have. I don't really know where to begin. I guess we're just going to have to figure it out piece by piece. This is in no means a tutorial. I am by no means a professional. So we're just along for the ride. Let's do this. Okay, so for materials, I have this cotton fabric of these like pre-cut squares of white, and then I have it in off-white as well, which I thought would look nice with, it matches, you know, it matches the material that I've used. Also have this, which is from a dress that I cut shorter, turned it into like a cute little sundress moment. So I have this, there's kind of like the paisley, and then, oh, my thing is falling off my head. And then these almost like polka dot kind of shape things, dark blue and white. And then I have this light blue fabric as well. Let's start cutting some materials. Okay, so unfortunately I've spent like 2 hours, way too fucking long trying to figure out how to use my sewing machine. I don't know what is wrong with it. It's just not fucking working. Hello. In the spirit of full transparency, I did just spend the last 2 hours having a complete mental breakdown because I can't figure out how to get my sewing machine to work. I don't know if I broke it or what, but it's driving me crazy, and I spent 2 hours trying to fix it, and it just was not, like, nothing was working. And instead of persevering, I gave up and cried for 2 hours, which has been something that I've been actively trying to work past in the last few years. It's just, you know, not every day can be your best day. And I just think I'm feeling overwhelmed with everything going on naturally, so I probably just needed to get a good cry out anyway. I guess the next step is to try and hand sew this. I don't know. I mean, I'm really just doing this to like channel my feelings, but I don't know. I am making myself a cup of peppermint tea so I can kind of wind down because I got myself all worked up and I just feel very down. I don't know. And I have a headache. Now my head hurts because I cried. But I'm going to have a cup of tea and I'm going to sit and I'm going to watch Cruel Intentions on Amazon. It's so bad compared to the original one. I did it. I did one piece off camera. I'm a little stoned right now. Ready? 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 Ta-da! Now I just need to do a million more. Honestly, this is probably easier than using my sewing machine anyway and much more relaxing. So it's fine. I just, you know, really wish I hadn't wasted hours of my life. But I do think I needed a good cry. Clearly therapy was not enough today. It's just so stressful right now, obviously. I think I did a really good job with this. I'm gonna FaceTime my mom and show her. Okay, hello. It's January 28th. Feeling a little bit better today. I've made lots of progress on my project, so I'm actually really glad that it didn't work out with my sewing machine, but obviously we need to build some emotional resilience, which is partly what this project is for, but I didn't end up filming like at all when I made this yesterday because I wanted to just see if I could do it on my own. I did not need to give myself any reason to freak out. But anyway, this is what I've done so far. I'm going to put these patches on here too. So I have to finish sewing the back here in this part. And then we'll be like halfway done with the pillow. So I'm very excited. I'm actually really enjoying sewing it by hand. It's like very therapeutic, which, you know, was the whole reason why I wanted to do this project anyway. But then initially that was just the embroidery aspect, but now it's turned into a whole sewing project, which is fine. I did want to take the easy way out because I knew that I could get it done in like a few hours, but it's fine. We pivot. I actually think this is more relaxing anyway, doing the slow stitching. So let's get moving. Let's keep working on it. I do think I might be able to finish this today. I don't want to overcommit, but I think there's a possibility that this could get done today. I took a small break to eat some lunch, and so my boyfriend lost his wallet a few days ago, and it's really just been like eating away at him. I took a little break to make matcha sugar cookies as a surprise for him, so I'm really excited. I did have a little nibble, and they don't look super tasty, but they are delicious. So and they do look a little more green than I thought that they were going to look, because I was worried when I had taken them out of the oven that they just kind of looked brown, but they have a green to them. I hope they're cooked all the way. I don't know. It's always like, so I'm not a baker. So baking is typically something that I really struggle with. So the fact that these even cooked this time is a miracle. So I'm really excited that I was able to make these for him, and can't wait for him to be home. And they smell so good. They smell like matcha. Yeah, I'm making progress on the pillow. I have one more patch I'm finishing sewing up. I've like ripped it out a million times, put it back together. It's just, for some reason, I like cannot make my stitches straight right now. So I don't know what that's about, because I was on a roll last night. So we'll see. We'll keep working on this for the next few hours. I think I might be able to get this done today. I don't want to make any promises, but today might be the day. Okay, my camera's about to die, so it's cookie time. Look at the inside. Holy shit, I almost fell off the couch. That was so good. I'm going in for another bite. I'm gonna dip it in my tea too. Yeah. He's gonna love those. Okay, hello. It is Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday, January 29th, and I say this every single day, but today's the day. Today's the day we're finally going to finish my pillow. It wasn't going to start off as a pillow, but now it's going to be a pillow. I have to pin the fabric together, and then we can start sewing. But yeah, I'm so excited. I can't believe we're almost done. And then I have like 40 hours of editing to look through. Okay, so I finished sewing my pillow. I turned it around from being inside out. This side is super cute, right? But then this side is not placed evenly, and it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Like I would have to take the whole thing apart and put it back together, and I just don't want to do that because I know if I do that, I'm such a fucking perfectionist. So it's kind of like also a lesson in just like letting it go. But I know like it will drive me crazy, but I don't want to keep putting it off. So we're going to stuff it with polyfill, and that's fine because really I only intend to display this side of it because this side is just more about me. This project was just more about me like getting out my feelings and, you know, processing my my anger and my emotions at the current political climate. So it's fine. It doesn't need to be perfect, and it's just for my apartment. But now we get to do the last step, which we just have to stuff it and then sew it shut. I cannot believe we're done, pretty much. Almost done. I've been saying that for weeks. Almost done. You guys, I made a pillow. Look. Oh, it's so soft. I'm so happy. I'm happy that this project could end with joy because it started with anger. I still have anger, don't get me wrong, but at least I've been able to put it into something, which feels really good. I don't want this to be over. I was like putting off ways, like I was trying to think of ways, like things I could add to it before I like finished sewing it up today because I just like didn't want to be done with it. I don't want to say bye yet. I mean, it's not like this is my last video ever, but this one was like 2 weeks. Well, now, it only took me 8 days. It took me 8 days to make this. Wow. I guess this is the end. Thank you guys so much for joining. I am really looking forward to doing some more slow stitching projects in the future. This was my first, so there was no sewing machine involved in this at all. It was all done by hand, and I can definitely see the improvement from when I first made it. So actually the front of it is very crooked. This is my political commentary part, and it's not centered, which is fine. Unequal, just like this country. Anyway, so if you cannot read it, it says, "I'm so angry I made this so I could stab something 4,547 times." So this is the part that's going to be on display. This is the part that's more for, you know, my frustration at the state of the world. So it did feel good to put it into this pillow. So I'm very happy, and I think I'm looking forward to more projects. I think my next project is going to be a journal case, but like I want to make a refillable journal. So yay. Thank you guys for sticking around this long. If you made it to the end of the video, I'm sure this was very long. I know it's going to take me hours and hours and hours to edit through all of this footage, but thank you so much for watching. I mean, this was so fun, and I feel like I'm putting off ending the vlog, but you know what? The sooner I end a vlog, the sooner that I can go garden. So, well, that's my mom calling. Okay, I gotta go. Bye.